All right, folks, what Batman collection would be complete without a Bruce Wayne? You've got the Batman, you've got to have a Bruce Wayne, and what better way to do it than to have this kind of slip on him? They did this later on with some those Justice League figures. They had kind of some suits that they would put on, and they were in this animated style, but this is really the first to do it. From 1993, Kenner releasing the Batman the Animated Series. I'm going to show you the scale on it. So we'll put the size marker there, and you can see he's roughly a 4.5 or so inch figure. So right in scale with your G.I. Joe Extreme figures. If you want to have them have some adventures with Batman, we'll flip them over. We'll get some photos of the back. I believe that's also the size of some of those DC Universe figures, so they should be right in scale, if I recall correctly. It's been a while. We got the photos of the back, and I'll let the light play off of it here so you can see the condition of that card. We love doing that in these condition reports. Slight bending right here. Love to be able to do this in these condition reports. It's why we do them as videos. We used to just have the photos in the catalog, and those were great, and we never had any complaints. This really gets right in there and shows you everything you need. Bubble is tight on that card, no damage, no anything. Overall, this is really a nice looking card and a fantastic looking figure inside. From 1993, from Kenner, this is Batman the Animated Series, Bruce Wayne. All right, next on the block, what we have for you is a real treat. This is Poison Ivy. She's got her Snapping Venus Flytrap and her Dart. Which, does that shoot too? I don't think that one does. Nope, but she does have the biting plant. Love that. So some fun stuff. So you can recreate all your favorite scenes from the Batman the Animated Series. We've got the size marker there. It's about 4.5 inches or so. Flip her over so you can see the back as well. Why? Just for transparency. We like to give you as much information as possible so you know what you're going to buy. If there to be any questions at all, we like you to send us questions if you have questions. But we don't want you to buy not knowing. So here we go. We'll send this this way so you can see that bend in the card. You ordinarily wouldn't be able to see it just when we had the catalog photo, so that's why this is fantastic. Bend right there. You can see the way the light shines on every nook and cranny of this card. You can see any blemishes, any tears, any rips, any dents, anything like that. Feel the card a little bit here to see if there's any damage. Doesn't appear to be. We do a visual inspection, of course, but sometimes feel cracks that you can't see. I thought it might have been yellowed there, but nope, that's see straight through to the bottom of the card. What I thought it was is this yellowing in the artwork. There's yellow artwork there for that Twilight artwork. That might have been the card, but no, the card is clear, it is crisp, it is ready for you to collect. So head on over to TheBigToyAuction.com, get a hold of this one. This is a great piece for any collection. Poison Ivy, all the accoutrements from the Batman the Animated Series. Kenner. All right, next on the block, as soon as he resolves, there he is. Killer Croc, and he comes, of course, with a Killer Croc. A little bit bigger than some of the other figures. We'll show you that size marker, and he's probably, what, about 5 inches? Yeah, right about 5 inches. He comes with a Power Punch arm, and he's got, of course, his own crocodile. We'll flip him over. We'll get some photos of the back, and I'll show you everything you need to see there. So a little bit of bend. No, that's not a bend. That's just where the... You see that? It extends all the way over here. It's how the bubble was punched. Interesting. A little bit of wear right here at the bottom. Just your standard shelf wear. Nothing too spectacular. I'm going to write home about. Same on the top. All that same kind of... See the light shine off of it. So no major issues here. The bubble is tight on the card. And I'll show you, you can see right through to the other side. So the bubble is here. And how does this work? You pull back and release the right arm to punch the Batman figure. And you can hold a pet crocodile. So it's a lot like the old He-Man figures. You pull him back and he punches away. So that's pretty fun. All around, looking pretty fantastic. I can't find any major issues with this card. And the figure is, of course, super great. This is Killer Croc from the Batman the Animated Series from Kenner. Getting a resolve there. Folks, next up on the block, we have one of Gotham's well-known victims, villains. This is Killer Croc, and I'll give you that size marker just so you get an idea of him. He's right about 4.5, 5 inches with the hat. He's got his scythe, he's got his crow. And what does he do? He's got a thrashing sickle, so up and down is my guess, but we'll find that out in a moment. This is a pretty cool looking figure right here. We'll flip him over. Yeah, there's the thrashing action and the light up eyes. I think that's just light piping. I don't think there's any kind of electronics. I think that's just the light piping through to the eyes, something that Hasbro kind of went wild with their Transformers back in the day, and then started applying, other companies started applying it to theirs. So we've got some photos of the back for the catalog. You can always see that at TheBigToyAuction.com. Free bids, questions, and of course you can read the description, but here's where you're going to get the full condition report on all the items. And we're letting that light shine off of it a little bit so you can see all the little bits and bobs, the nooks and crannies. I don't see any issues with the card, anything other than minor shelfware like you'd expect from a 1993 figure. Looks like it's just beginning. I don't know if you can see this. It's just beginning, and I don't want to pull it too hard. Just coming loose, just starting. I don't want to put any pressure because I don't want to rip it, but it looks like the glue has just gotten old enough. Now, clear, the bubble is still clear, and the rest of it is tight, but it's just beginning stages of lifting up. So you might want to be careful with that. You can probably still throw it around a little bit and it still won't come off, but just in case. Heck, it's a nice figure. You don't want to throw it around anyway. Overall, great piece. This is the Scarecrow from Batman the Animated Series. See you by Kenner.